Hi, welcome to Funny Mental Lives, a show about people, their lives, and some laughs. I am here today talking to Rosa. Rosa is from Ecuador, and she's going to tell me a little bit about what it was like to immigrate to America. And I'm also from another country. I'm from Australia, and I'm also going to talk a little bit about what my experiences are like immigrating to America. So, Rosa, maybe you could start by saying a little bit about what it was like when you first arrived here.
Well, first of all, thank you for inviting me.
So, like, how old were you when you first arrived?
I was around 13 years old.
Okay.
I got here in 2006.
Okay.
And it was kind of difficult for me. First of all, the language
Yes.
is hard. You know, if you don't know English, you cannot have a conversation with other people.
Tell me a little bit about coming here, like how you arrived in the US.
Oh, well, you know, I crossed the border between Mexico and America,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a little bit hard
Mm-hmm.
because we gotta swim
Oh, wow.
the Rio Grande, the big river, they say,
Wow.
and we gotta do fast before the border patrol gets there. Yeah,
Right. And how old were you?
I was 12 at
12,
that
that's
time.
right,
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite an experience to have at 12 years old.
Yeah,
Yeah. Were you scared at all, or?
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other people was helping me
Right.
with everything.
Right.
It was a time that I can even run more, and I told them, "You guys just leave me here and keep going." And two guys, they just hold my hand and they start running with me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you really know what exactly was going on, or were you was it more of an adventure or something for you, maybe?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think maybe your parents made it that way, so it was more exciting than scary?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know, they bring me here because they want to have me close to them, give me a better future, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, they were here already? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. So, so I guess up until the age of 12, how much did you have your parents in your life?
Well, they came when I was 4 years old.
Okay, wow.
It was like maybe 8-9 years without them.
Well, if you were 4, it's 8 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 8 years without mum and dad, huh?
Yes.
So who was taking care of you?
I have 2 older sisters.
Okay.
They was taking care of us because we are more brothers and sisters.
Oh, okay. How old were they?
One was around 3, the other one around 1 year old.
Oh, younger than you?
Yeah, and
Oh, wow. And what about the older ones?
the other one I think was 15 and the other one was 12 or 13. I don't remember those age.
But they were looking after you.
Yeah.
That's huge responsibility for people so young. So they took care of 3 younger siblings.
4 actually.
4 younger
Yeah,
siblings.
'cause I have a brother too. He was older
Wow.
than me. He was around 6 or 5.
Wow. Talk
Yeah.
about growing up fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of you. Yeah, wow. Well, my arrival in the US was very different.
Really?
Yeah. I came as an adult. And I came by myself, which was both probably the most exciting thing that I ever did, but also the scariest thing that I ever did.
Why you call it scary?
Well, I came by myself and I didn't know anyone. So it was kind of just, ever since I was a child, I've wanted to live here. I always felt out of place in Australia, like I was an alien in Australia. And so I always dreamt of coming to New York because I knew that there was going to be so much more diversity.
Mm-hmm.
To me, Australia is like a big country town. We had like a whites only policy until 1973 where only white people could emigrate to Australia, so we're not the most cultured country. And we also tried to kill our Aboriginals off like America did to the American Indians, and we were very good at that. So I had never really met anyone other than mostly white people. So it was very strange to come here and suddenly be surrounded by so many cultures. It was quite overwhelming and confusing. I remember thinking, like, not really realizing that there was going to be a lot of black people around. Like, I couldn't have comprehended that. And I remember I was on the street and this black guy came up to me and started like rapping to me. And I don't know what the look on my face was, but it must have been like
angry.
No, shock or something. And he stopped. He's like, "Are you okay?" And I went, I'm fantastic, like, but this is the first time anything like this has ever happened to me in my life. Like, I've never had a black person speak to me before. And they were like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we don't have many black people in Australia. Like, we're very white." And so it was really very overwhelming and exciting at the same time. So
difference between that and our country, we have black people.
Right, yeah. So you're something normal for you.
Yeah, but where I used to live, when black people used to come to our town, we used to be scared of them. Well, I used to be scared of them, Yeah. I never saw black people, and they just get there, but they get there to work, It's not to do any, not to hurt other people, nothing like that.
Right, it's not what you imagined.
Yeah, but scary though.
Right, well, you're only very young, so it's very different. I was an adult, so it's kind of a little bit easier for me, I guess.
Yeah.
But I came here because I needed to take an airplane ride away from my family so I could like learn to understand myself and kind of grow up and grow into myself. It wasn't like I am aware that your problems go wherever you go kind of thing, but I just needed to separate myself from them because I felt like they were keeping me as the person that they needed me to be, and I didn't want to be that person anymore, so I needed to get the hell away from them. So that's why I came here, basically. So it's been a very interesting experience, I have to tell you. So anyway,
but what about now? How you feel? When you remember when you left your parents there.
Yeah.
I know you was grow up woman, but still you need your parents,
Well, that was one of the reasons why I left, was because when I was there, I kept expecting them to be who I needed them to be, but they never were going to be that for me. So I kind of came here so that I didn't have that expectation, or I couldn't have that expectation because they weren't here. And so it wasn't so much just to get away from them so I could grow up a little bit. It was also so that I could stop expecting them to be who I needed them to be.
Yeah.
And just sort of learn to love them for who they are instead of what I needed them to be. So that was, it was difficult. I fell into quite a deep depression for a few years, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah. But I don't think the depression was fun.
Oh, not at all. That was very sarcastic.
Yes.
Yeah, so, but it's been the best thing that I've ever done for myself. So, it was kind of like that, or I don't know where I'd be today if I was still there. So I'm glad I came. I love it here. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get in love with this country.
I do. Well, I love New York. New York is not really America. It's New York. It's its own own country.
It is.
Yeah.
It's unique.
It's unique, absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, it's good to be a part of it. Do you like being here?
Yes, I do. I love it. I will go back to Ecuador, not to live in there, just to go visit, and then come back again.
Yeah.
Because I think my life isn't here.
Yeah, this is your home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my home too. But yeah, like I wouldn't swap my experience for the world. And I've got so much. I feel like I'm just beginning. This year, 2015 has been a really big year for me, and I feel like it's the beginning of a new
adventure.
New adventure, absolutely. Because I'm writing a book.
Wow.
About my experiences in life, and I'm doing this BronxNet. I turned 40. So my
well, you don't look like 40.
Thank you.
You look younger than that.
Thank you
I
very
wish
much.
Your age I can be the same as you.
You're probably going to be okay, I think.
Let's see what happens.
But what about you? What are you doing with your, now that you're here? How's life?
As you say right now, this year was good for me.
Yeah,
I
that's
started
awesome.
new adventures. Um, right now I'm working in a radio.
Oh yeah, what's that about?
The name is Radio El Tambo Stereo.
Okay.
It's in Quechua, our native language. Uh, and also it's helping me to get more closer to my culture.
Right, because you were so young when
Yeah,
you
when I
left.
came, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a good experience, as you say now at BronxNet. That offered me this opportunity to grow up a little bit more and to gain new experiences. It's really cool.
Yeah, nice.
This year, it's just starting.
Right, so yay 2015.
Yeah.
But you have a family of your own here too, don't you?
Shh, yes, I do. I have a 6 years old boy. He's my
Nice.
son. Right now, he's on vacation. He went to Ecuador.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah, but he's gonna come back soon.
Yeah, you miss him?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about your husband?
Oh,
Is he with him or is he here?
he's here. Right now, he should be working.
Is he living his dream as well, or?
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I think we are all starting to live our dreams.
Wow, 2015. You know,
It's getting
rock
great.
on.
Yeah.
So I mean, I sort of want to know a little bit more about what it was like when before you came here, like being so young and being looked after by other young people. Like, I want to know a little bit more what life was like, if you can remember what it was like at all.
It was hard.
Yeah.
When you're young or when you're a child, you need your parents by your side. You need them you need to be hugged.
Yeah.
You need to be told you're the most important for them.
Yeah.
And I miss all the part.
Yeah.
They came when I was 4 years old, as I said. And not just that, it was many other reasons. They came to give us a better future.
Mm-hmm.
They came to work hard so we can have everything that they couldn't have before.
Right.
And I'm glad they came.
Right. Now, but
Now.
what about then though? You probably
We
probably
used to be
difficult.
crying every single day.
Right.
Because what she told me was, I'm going to go to sell a cow, but I will be right back.
Oh no.
She told me that.
Oh.
And I was, when you're young, you're waiting for them
Right.
to get home. You wait for them to get home, and they just didn't get back home.
That must be quite harrowing. Yeah, it's like what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes I will prefer to sacrifice a plate of food to have on my table, but I will prefer to have their love.
Yeah, have them home.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really funny because I guess I grew up in a Western world, and I can tell you now I would have loved if my parents went away many times, but I think the reality of that
It's
would have
hard.
been very difficult. So it's a fantasy for someone who does. It's like grass is greener on the other side kind of thing. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
But-
wow. But it was what else was it? What other things was it like there? Like the living situation and things like that.
There is many situations that I really don't prefer to talk about.
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of sad, and I hate those part of my life.
Okay.
But I think life is hard for everybody.
Sure.
Everybody lives their own story.
Yes, that's very true. Everyone lives their own story.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly right. But whatever happens to you in your life is what makes you who you are today.
Yeah.
So
Everything, every little details make you be more stronger.
and-
Grow up fast.
Right. And from what I've seen of you, you seem to be pretty strong, and you seem to like yourself.
Not too strong. Not too strong.
That's what I meant. But you seem to be pretty confident and a pretty happy kind of person. You know, you know what you want.
Yes.
And you're going for it. You're taking steps to go. Maybe because of how you ended up here, it's helped you know how to get to where you want to go, because you've had to fight since you were so young, and that's a great quality to have in an adult.
That's true.
Wow, I feel like you're a very interesting person, and I've only just taken the tip of the iceberg. I feel like there's so much more to you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I just wanted to ask you a little bit about what it was like going to school here.
And the hard part of high school, the middle school, was the bullying.
Yes, tell me about that.
That part, it was hard.
Yeah.
They used to bully me because of the way I used to wear the clothes, the shoes. They used to say the shoes you're wearing is from Payless.
Oh, okay.
The clothes you wear is from the regular stores, and they used to say on my face, the clothes I wear is from JCPenney, it's from Macy's.
Nothing wrong with that.
They used to tell me that. I was like, what's JCPenney? What's Macy's? I don't have idea of what is that, you know?
Right.
But they used to say that.
Right. And what sort of things did they do with the bullying?
Well, one day they told me, well, they saw me kissing with the other girl in the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
But it was a totally lie.
It's a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Girls will be girls, how they like to be nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No matter what country you live in. The only way I could kind of familiarise with that is because I was bullied in school too, but I was an Australian amongst other Australians, and I got quite harshly bullied. But I also had like a hearing problem that wasn't picked up on from when I was very young. And so when a teacher would turn away from the class to write something on the board and would talk, I wouldn't be able to hear anything. I have no idea that the teacher was speaking. And then the kids would start to write, and I wouldn't know what was going on because I couldn't hear anything. And then I'd get into trouble for not paying attention. I'd be like, but what happened? Like, I missed it, you know? And I'd constantly be getting in trouble and have no idea why. And no, it took a long time before people realized it was because I could hardly hear anything. So that was a lot of fun. Anyway, so that's thank you very much for being here today. It's been really interesting and a lovely conversation to have with you. I really appreciate you coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the show. Have a good day.